Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. More laid-back stream tonight, partly because it's late, partly because it's just a scrim. SLG, which is a team that I have never heard of, respectfully, facing off here against a best of three, a rather late best of three, mind you, against Team Phoenix. Map 2 will be Border, where Phoenix again will defend, and then Map 3 is Cafe. Phoenix will attack on Map 3. Should we get there? Anyways. Team Phoenix, Team SLG, both relatively new teams, I'm gonna assume. I've yet to see SLG even in a league. I think Phoenix is looking at their options at the moment. So yeah, newer teams still trying to get their feeding their bearings, I suppose. Still trying to get established. Get everything set in that sense. Anyways, looking at the bans here, and also at this first map, Oregon, rather defender-sided map. It is popular for Mira. We see a Mira ban. I'm going to talk about that in a bit more detail momentarily. It's also pretty popular for Maverick. Oddly enough, Thatcher ban instead. I think I'm going to address that in a moment as well, too. So, strangely enough, there's a Thatcher ban. This is a map where, getting walls is key to winning the round, winning that site most of the time. And the other thing to keep in mind is that it's a map where you will see Maverick. Other maps, such as Cafe, for example, such as Chalet, to an extent, you won't see Maverick played as often. But with this map, with Clubhouse, those two maps in particular, you will see a lot of Maverick. So I think it's just odd that Phoenix has opted for that. The other ban that Phoenix has gone for is a Kapkan ban. I'm not a huge fan of it. I suppose he's a bit more useful now, considering that he can now put down multiple EDDs on a single doorway or window. Although you don't really put them down on windows. I just think it's an odd choice because first of all, he's not played all that much. Admittedly, he's banned a good amount of the time. First of all, he's not played all that much when he's not banned. And second of all, it's not like his utility is very difficult to deal with or very valuable. Somewhat a strange setup. Usually this wall right here, right next to the rotate, is actually reinforced to allow a player up in kids to actually play off of the wall. It does also give your team a bit more security in kids, potentially protecting that flag. I think that's what we're going to actually do. Because those footholds weren't really doing anything besides just hurting their hold. And then the bans from the attacking team, pardon me. That Zoth ban seems more than anything else like a target ban. She's popular. It's not a very common ban. I don't think it's a really good ban. As Glitch is down, not out just yet, but a frag grenade, I think, putting him at risk there. I think trying to get some revenge here is a Hyper, the Finka, gonna actually res his teammate, but damage has been done truthfully to that Nomad, who is for sure spooked after that. I'm gonna try and continue to get some utility down, try and get some more value out on this round, really. I'm trying to figure out where that second air jet went down. I'm gonna assume that it went down on the window. I could be wrong now. XY falls to the hands of Hyper. The ace on entry duty, the Finka, pardon me, on entry duty, able to get the kill. Not the ace. The ace here, however, of Tank is gonna continue to push forward here. Really being a vanguard early on here for SLG. Cade being gone does obviously give them the man advantage. Does also clearly take down a Nitro. Potentially make it a bit easier for them to get a plant stuck. Hyper able to capitalize there. Playing a bit risky with how he surged right into the shield. Tank gets into the smoke, pardon me. Tank gets a quick double kill. Hyper will fall at the hands of Hero, who's now going to try and fend off what remains of SLG, and Tank finishes off the round here. Nice money. And the other ban from, I didn't get to it before the action started, unfortunately. But the other ban from SLG, who are now up 1-0, we'll talk about that round in just a sec. The other ban from them is Amira. Amira's quite popular on this map, particularly first floor, top floor, and basement. So not too surprising from them. Just some strange bans here and there. Now, gonna be the same site here, and seeming to be the same hold, or at least a very similar hold from the defending team from Phoenix. I think that it's an interesting choice for them to move the shield. You know, before, also, I don't even know why they're doing that, really. Doesn't serve much purpose. Nobody's gonna try and Mavic that or anything. But they moved the shield from, as Duncan falls very early to Hyper. I think he might have been trying for a spawn peak punish for that, courtesy of that Finka there, who's already getting an early lead for his team now. But as I was about to say, you know, I think that shield might be a bit of a mistake. You know, it's more oriented towards trophy, but I feel that the first shield on an attic is a bit better, mainly because this one is obviously on soft floor, and if the player on it is not careful enough, he is very easily vulnerable to both white stairs as well as Kid's window. So do really need to be cautious about that. Tank gonna take some damage now, actually finished off by a smoke from Lil Cam. Last round we saw the smoke, I believe it was Simple, could have been somebody else, actually die just due to a sort of lack of awareness, and that was a big blunder for Team Phoenix there. I think now they've wised up a bit. It's gonna probably help them here. So you can see Hero trying to fend off that Finka, is just gonna pre-fire, not enough to take down the Jaeger of Hero. However, Shawners, I don't know. Sceners? The Amaru here, Garred in, I believe, and ends up just getting downed, finished off, courtesy of a smoke from Cam. I think it might have been a bit of a mistake there. Shooter takes down Hero and trades his teammate out, but obviously having lost that Amaru, who frankly did get some damage in, you know, probably took some health off of XY and picked off Simple. The final smoke going to go out here from Lil Cam, and I think with a minute left, having no smokes is not the best spot for him to be in. And admittedly, the first and third smoke as XY will fall at the hands of Shooter, bringing now to a 1v1. The first and third smoke, really good. That second smoke on a down player was not worth it, especially with Finka off the board. And there's no way that he's going to get rezzed. And he's sitting in your own objective. It's not a thing that you have to worry about. So you can see now Cam just waiting this out. About 40 seconds left. The Shooter approaching now, knows where he's at. Waiting this out, really holding the angle. Knows that he's going to be trying to push soon. And Cam swings. Scores around here for Phoenix. Going up now, 1-1. Cigargo. Smundy, you have no right to speak. You're a wash flat too.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Over the Twitches, he's a map.
Attackers have discovered
Watch D3 actually. Isn't that just what is it? Make-A-Wish diamond? That's what it's called? Purple plat? There we go. Purple plat. Congrats.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining. Deploying ADS. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Now a first floor. I don't know why I keep saying first floor. My apologies. Basement. Jesus. Hold here from Team Phoenix. We'll have to see how this goes for them, as it's going to be a very heavy blue push now, and Tank just takes a bullet right to the skull courtesy of XY, and Thunderbird able to keep it at 4-4 now, as a Retero charge goes in, forces him out of V-Box, at least for the time being. Doesn't really remove any utility, but I'm sure that it allows them now to potentially press forward a bit, until somebody decides to move back into that position. Dunk gonna now inch his way back in. Another Rotero goes in. I think it actually took down one of the Twitch drones from shooters. That's really unfortunate. Now, as you can tell, they're going to be getting control of these V-Box walls, the supply wall, and it's only a minute in, mind you. So that sort of blitzkrieg assault with the Twitch drones, with the frags of Finka as XY takes down Shawner, is getting a third kill on the round, I believe, actually. Traded out, however, by Shooter, but he's done plenty of work, getting a solid amount of kills here, and a lot of utility taken off the board. But as I was saying, that sort of blitzkrieg approach with the Finka frags, with the Twitch drones, with the Rateros, the Flores drones, did end up being successful ultimately, as it only took them a minute to get that wall open, but it was all in vain. You know, Zombie patched up a couple walls, Lil Cam finishes it off here as the smoke, and gets his team into a round advantage. Though they did operate for most of that round at a man advantage, so even further credit to XY, to that Thunderbird, able to get that opening frag.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. Setting up a diversion. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
Alright. Now, as Phoenix looks for a side sweep here, looks for some sort of furthering of their lead, which is still a very tentative lead, only one round at the moment. They're going to be going to Kitchen and Meeting here. Just a very standard choice. It's the tertiary site for almost every team. And we're going to, again, see some interesting choices in terms of operator selection for these for the attacking team for SLG. I mean, they're running the same general format, you know, with Shooter there, with Hyper as that Finka. And then the rest are sort of oscillating. You know, we've seen an Ace for 2 rounds. I think that's now Tank switching off to a Thermite for this round, which I think is, it's an interesting choice. I don't know if it's the right choice or if the Ace would be better. As Hero's going to be pushed out into lobby. He does take down Tank, stops him from getting any more hard reaching done. Alas, just a lack of awareness, really. And I think that might have been a wise misplay by Dunk to not put the very meta Castle Barricade on that door. That does allow players to play that a bit more safely, but probably would have kept SLG tank there safe as well. As Simple gets another one, and Hammond, the Thunderbird there, of Hero trying to clear out lobby side. Hyper gonna get a pick now. Does clear out Dunk. That was gonna be an inevitability, frankly. As it appears there's a Castle Barricade on there. It's kind of a bad choice. It's very easy to clear out castles on windows. So... As you can see now with a minute left here. Here getting a bit aggressive, gonna be trying to face off against Glitch out there, who's gonna set down an air jab in the middle of the hall. Very easy for Symbol to take out, not doing anything really. Don't really see any purpose in that. You can see Shooter gonna be trying to push forward. Forced out now, courtesy of a smoke babe from Lil Cam and a Surge. Believe trying to help him out there. Cam will actually pick off one of them. It was Hyper who got a Surge right at the end, right before he passed. And now, pretty much the same situation as early in the round in that 3v5. Same numbers game present, but truly that could very quickly reverse. But if it's gonna reverse, it needs to happen now at this point. Shooter gonna bring it down. But now gonna try and go for a second as Hero actually trade him out. It's up to Just Glitch trying to make something happen here. Low numbers, low time, no diffuser, low utility. Does get one onto Cam, but unlikely to get anything else. Hero will trade him out, and that'll be a 3K, I believe, from the Thunderbird and a site sweep for Team Phoenix.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location.
Now, frankly, this is a defender-sided map. You know, it would be expected for at least 3 rounds to go the way of XY and the rest of
5 seconds left.
Phoenix. However, they are coming right off a site sweep. They have momentum and energy on their side right now. So, at the moment, they really need to, you know, try and keep the momentum going. Try and get themselves one more round here. Ideally, 2, you know, close out with a 5-to-1 split in their favor. I think that's unlikely, but it's still a possibility at this point, and it's something that they should really aim for. On the other side, though, on SLG's end, they need to really stabilize themselves after a bit of a jarring past few rounds. Really unable to get much done. I think part of that is this roam here. Shooter gonna be taken down early by Hero. That's the only hard reach that they brought. Picked off Tank will trade him out. Traded now by XY. The man advantage will continue to be in the favor here of, as I say that, Glitch gonna actually neutralize it, but for a brief moment in their favor. As Cam falls here. 2 big frags in the first minute alone. I mean, the ace, the only hard reach they have, and then 30 seconds of push denial, or 30 seconds of plant denial, whatever that is, that's a lot of value that was just taken away from them.
Attackers
You
will
know,
cover
they need to... Both of these teams need to be a bit more careful. Both of these teams just lost some very key players. See Glitch going to try and push forward here, trying to capitalize, trying to actually get a flank down. Hyper going to use a frag grenade from below. Some well-placed vertical play and use simple XY the last two left, trying to make this happen. They've let Glitch back onto the objective. He's going to try and push through. Spotted, actually, simple picking him, being picked off, pardon me. Hyper going for the plant now, and this round is very quickly turned against the defending team. XY now pretty much pincered out, courtesy of Glitch, and Shauner's there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So...
Loading new magazine. ATS up and running.
10 seconds left. Attackers have discovered
Alright,
the
now.
location of a bomb.
Clear ATS line of fire.
5 seconds to insertion.
Getting my trump card.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Stand by. Second filling.
With their legs regained, then... Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I keep wanting to say leggings, which isn't is not the right wording. With that back in hand, they're gonna look to bring it back to even here. Bring it, sort of come back for themselves, get it to even, which obviously the best that they can get at this point, and it's certainly what they're aiming for. It's the same lineup almost from them. The only difference is in a Yana here in comparison with a Zero before. Actually, the difference is that
Target detected.
that Nomad in play, going to provide some fling watch for them. I think that's wise in place of the floors, which provides more secondary support, more of a sort of utility destruction, which is useful at times, as Dunk will fall there. Shooter actually going to shoot him down. And then the other difference is that Iana, in place of the Zero, a fraggier edge to it, as well as just a different approach to intel versus, the holograms versus sort of the very quick place, fire and forget cameras. That'll be Hyper swinging around looking for the kill. Unfortunately, unable to get it now as Cam guns him down. The assist, courtesy of his own smokes. I think he's going to actually call it a day there, and he'll fall back now. Swinging his XY, stopped by Shooter, traded out by Simple, and Hero and Cam will just do the closing honors here for this first half. Get their team a 4-2 split in their favor. Just a cleanup crew, really, for them. Checking the scoreboard at half, 5-6-4-4-1, 7-7-6-2-1. This match has been very based on fragging. You know, even in that one round that SLG won where they got a plant down, they just went for the pincer after the plant. They didn't lay back and just focus on waiting it out and really holding crossfires. They pincered, they got aggressive, they got the frags
Attackers need to
that they
locate
wanted and
defuse
needed
bombs.
to win the round.
Corner prep to heal.
Ten seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Think of the magnet as your lucky charm.
Attackers need to defuse bomb.
I think I was talking earlier about how this has been very frag oriented, and to that point, if you were to compare the amount of kills that these two teams have, you know, on the side of SLG, it's about 20 on Haver on the team with a 2-round lead here. If you were to look at the amount of kills that
Bomb located by attackers.
you know Team Phoenix has, it's closer to actually 23. So it's not a huge difference, but it's enough that you will see that that potentially being a reason behind this, truthfully. So you can see now already getting this wall open. As I think that was Shawners who had put down something on that. Clearly not quick enough, as now they're going to have to send out a smoke wave to really stymie the pace of that push there, the pace of them moving through that wall, as they've got an open now. That's going to really put some pressure here. Knights are going to go out, I believe, through the trophy wall by attic. I could be wrong. And it's kind of a waste, you know, very ineffective. And they very well could be looking for that again. Shauner's going to take a bit of damage now. Might be looking to push in here as the thinker there of Simple. He'll get himself onto the objective almost. Does take down Shawners. Shooter, however, trading him out. Tank gets one. Glitch with another here. As they'll just clean up here. I think Tank just smoked off default, but that's not working anymore. It stopped working 2 years ago, dude. Hero will get one here. I think Cam is trying to assist him at this point as they're... I mean, one of them is being chased around, I believe, by Hyper. He's trying to finish him off. Cam is lowered. He's actually down 3k from Hero onto an unaware Hyper, and then Shooter just finishes it off. That was something. I mean, between the Sledge running away with a pistol and the smoke there, damaging his own teammate, getting him down, and then Shooter just sitting in a corner and still getting the round win, to the fact that they led, in the first place they led the Finca there of Simple onto the site. It's a lot. I was also somewhat surprised by how quickly that wall was lost. I mean, it happened in, what, the first 30 seconds? You know, even SLG moved slower when it came to getting the wall open.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Ready to go.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
activated. Device positioned.
Bench deployed.
Doorway barricaded.
You can stop worrying about grenades now. Place device!
A bomb has been located.
Now, SLG setting up on basement here. Pretty similar approach by both of these teams, frankly, to have this blue elbow hold, which is, you know, ever since there was changes against the 20-second meta, it's become a lot weaker, a lot harder to hold for extended period of time. Why are you wasting summons on that? You have frags. You have 6 frags. Why? Why did nobody think of bringing flashbangs or any sort of utility to burn that? Tank will take down XY. That's a big kill, though. As they'll be traded out, but still, he's taken down their primary hard breach. Luckily, they do have Dunk here as the Maverick, and, you know, that one round where SLG lost their ace. They did not have a Maverick, so, you know, this should be a bit better here for Team Phoenix, but still not great. Dunk was able to finally get that hatch open, but did take a lot of his blowtorch. Hyper gonna get another kill here, finishes off low cam, as then blue push has basically collapsed. I don't know if they realize it or not, but they should hopefully realize it soon, and rotate their utility away, as it's not going to be any use at this point. Hero going to be pushed now by Glitch. I don't know why he got aggressive. He just immediately died for it. Quite a costly mistake. Hero, however, very close to death himself. At this point, I have a feeling a strong gust of wind would finish him off. Shawners holds the angle, gets the quick kill, and gets his team back into a man advantage situation here. Late in the round, you know, there needs to be something going on here between Dunk and Simple. They have one drone that they can operate, and one left by a teammate. They haven't been able to get much off of the drones that they have used, so... See now, Dunk gonna pick off Hyper here. Gets his team back to even numbers. Swing attempted by Shawners, quickly punished by Simple, who's gonna now inch forward. Looks to get this kill. He's tasting blood in the waters as Simple will finish him off. Shooter, the last one left, forced off the objective now in this lull, but he'll actually quickly take down Simple. And now with the diffuser down, with 5 seconds left, Dunk gonna have to push now. Inching his way out, trying to find the smoke there, runs forward and quickly punished for that sprint. Shooter able to clutch up here, operating from elbow, and Phoenix having to pay for their mistakes there. They clearly did not coordinate well enough. They did not get the diffuser. They did not really play a strong 2v1, which, if you're in a 2v1, you should win that. You shouldn't give them 1v1s like they did. Because, you know, they being SLG got a 1v1 and then another 1v1. And in low time, especially, that's not how you want to operate, truthfully.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. Bomb located by attackers.
Place device.
Kona place. Station deployed.
Station device.
10 seconds left before
Alright.
insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Now, strangely enough, SLG eyeing a potential side sweep here as Glitch picks off XY very early on, gets rid of that hard reach, a great start for them. But as I was saying, oddly enough, a dining hold. Most teams don't go for the dining hold, as I think a stray shotgun shell, courtesy of Dunk, will take one down there. Don't know if he realizes it, I don't think he does. Looks like there's just going to be a res attempted. It's very risky at this point, considering how close he is to that vertical. Dunk will finish off Tank there. Just gets the job finished. Saunders as well having to pay for that. Simple inches his way into Showers now. I think there might be a flank attempted actually onto Showers, all courtesy of Glitch. The Malusi gonna now inch his way towards that 90 in Showers. He'll actually pick off Simple. The diffuser down again. Not a great spot for them to be in. However, Hero will get the trade now. Pushing up here is Hyper there. Stuck in a corner pretty much. I don't know how they're gonna try and counter that. Cam gonna inch his way in there as some. You can see tracks going down from Dunk. The plant executed properly. Shooter going to make his way back onto the objective. However, outnumbered in a post plant, needs to make something happen, and quickly. So you can see this track stinger is going to prove to be a bit of an issue for him. Going to have to clear them out with some impacts. They know where he's at. Shooter takes down one of them, however, traded out quickly by Cam. And that round is a prime illustration of why that site sucks. Because there was no attention paid. None whatsoever to the kid side. All they had to do was just get control of Small Tower Office, and that's what they did. And I gave them 2 kills, a 5v3, and plus, because they didn't execute it properly, most of the time, if you're gonna play that, you really want to have an extension into Showers. As well, because there wasn't that and nobody was paying attention to it, despite there being a rotate there, mind you. That allowed actually the Finka to roll in there and prove to be an issue. I believe the Finka of Simple, and even though they did get that small flank, it really wasn't enough to make it worthwhile. So.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Going shield.
Station placed. Station deployed. Station deployed.
So this lead is continuing to be preserved by Dunk, by XY, by the rest of the attacking team of
5 seconds.
Team Phoenix, and they're doing a good job right now. They've seemingly stopped. They certainly have stopped the side sweep. They've seemingly stopped the momentum possessed by SLG. We'll have to see if they can get some momentum of their own. I should mention, well done Hero as well as Shooter, and both of them breaking double digits. Hero quickly down and out, courtesy of Hyper, though. Still put a kill here up on the board and get this team in a pretty strong position early on, taking out that top frag. It's gonna really put a damper on the plans and on the momentum of the attacking team of Team Phoenix. Hyper doing with a bit of pressure here as Phoenix has taken control of this trophy side. Dunk gonna take advantage of a completely unaware Hyper. Shawners as well, both of them oblivious. Tank will fall now, and all of a sudden, this defense here by SLG is being obliterated. Glitch on the flank again, will get one, looks for a second possibly. Simple luckily turns around just in time to stop him. Shooter will trade him out, however. And now the Womai again in a 1v2. Cam, Dunk gonna be trying to close this round out here. I think Cam might Might actually be looking for a frag kill at this point. Shooter knowing that they're going to be approaching from that attic side, which is where they lost two of their players here. I think Shooter might be getting ready to actually swing them, to send that a couple rounds, trying to make something happen. And with a minute left now, okay, I'm looking to push forward now. Dunk as well, going to try and make something happen here. I don't know exactly what they're doing. They're both stacking up on the same doorway, which seems ill-advised. Would probably make it easier for Shooter to just get a quick 1-2 punch against them. And, you know, the air jab there on the rotate is going to make it a bit harder for him to get around. Obviously, him impacting it does get rid of it, and now makes it possible. Losing that shield, however, is going to put a really hinder in his potential plans. And now they have, as he gets a third kill, and as I say that they have a man advantage, they just lost that. They had an opportunity to plant as well. They lost that as well. Dunk knows where he is. He's going to push forward, and Shooter just punishes him for that aggression. And Jesus Christ. That is embarrassing. That's another 2v1 lost by Team Phoenix. That really shouldn't have been lost by Team Phoenix, frankly. That round was truthfully a giveaway by the attacking team.
Kona station positioned. Test deployed, awaiting target.
Fueling station set.
And honestly, that was Phoenix's to win. It was a giveaway from them at the end of the day. They had, what, a 5-on-2, I think? And how do you sell a 5-on-2? It takes a special kind of stupidity. I'm gonna apologize in advance for how mean I'm about to get towards this team. It takes a special kind of stupidity to lose a 5v2. You have a 3-player advantage. You have attic control. All you have left to worry about is just 2 guys. One of which is a roamer, mind you, the same guy who did the same thing, admittedly on a different site, in the very prior round. You have a nomad. Use it. Set up your flank watch. If you're not going to use the nomads there, then set up drones. But no, you want to let them flank. You want to let them get almost 2 kills off of that, and then you're going to just feed the last guy a bunch of 1v1s. The guy who is basically carrying their team. 15 kills. He is their top frag. Far ahead. Head and shoulders above the rest. Instead of playing the numbers game, instead of playing for Crossfire, instead of playing your man advantage, you're going to give them a bunch of 1v1s. You're going to give them pretty much an easy win. Because he is winning all his ones. You are giving him those round wins. You are giving them this opportunity now. And now, Phoenix, it's not necessarily that SLG has earned their way back in this game. It's more so that Phoenix let them. How do you go from 4-2 to 5-5? Chem takes down Glitch. Hyper will pick off, however, Hero. And again, that top frag is taken out of the round. Cam, congrats on getting double digits, but there needs to be something done here more than just a single guy getting 10 kills. Symbol will pick off Tank. Hyper will fall now. But still, Shauner's on the objective, and Shooter holding down the line really on blue. Nobody pushing there. I don't know if he realizes it yet. XY will pick off Shauner's, and it's up to just Shooter against almost the entirety now of the attacking team of Team Phoenix. Is now going to try and make his way back onto the site. I think if Surge goes down, he'll take down 1 there. Simple will fall, alas. In a post plant, though, so he needs to get a defuse done quickly. And he also still has 3 smokes left, so he could still, force his way on, which seems to be the MO of his. My apologies. And XY will just force him to back off now. Match point now by the attacking team by Team Phoenix. They've decided to take a timeout. I wonder what for. What are they planning here? What's their approach? How are they going to try and finish this off? And now, as this wraps up, as this match seems, this map, you know this match because it's the best of three. The second map is Border, and again, Cam and the rest of Phoenix will defend. As this map seems to wrap up, they have to adjust. It's been a lot of the same things from SLG. I think SLG really needs to start adapting and trying to sort of counter-strategize against Phoenix. But, with this opportunity now to put it away a bit earlier at 7-5, I'm sure that's going to be something that Phoenix tries to take advantage of. Obviously, this is potentially the last shot here for this, at least for this map, for Shooter and the rest of SLG, as they're going to be trying to make a sort of a comeback here. They obviously have to win this round if they want to stay in this map, and then from there they need to win 2 to put it away. So. So, I'm not exactly sure.
Seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
I think Shooter's looking for some sort of spawn peek over there on the junkyard side. Nobody's there, however, so unfortunately for him, unable to really profit off of it. Now, basement hold again, and there's no blue extension. Shooter was the one that was doing that before, but since he's Vigil now, bringing a more frag-oriented play, and I think that's an important decision for him. Camp's going to pick off Tank now. Going to try and continue to press forward here. And as I was saying, and I think that him doing that is going to now offer some more early map control, especially for Cam and the rest of Team Phoenix, as they now take pillar control very quickly, getting control of that, within a minute, and the main reason that they got that is because there was no utility there, and Tank died early. Shooter picks off Simple here, I believe, off of the flank. He is eyeing that at this point. He is in a prime position to actually do so. However, Dunk as the Nomad should be a stopgap, really. XI does take down Hyper, as Hero will fall at the hands of Shawners. And now, with Cam down and out, Pokeballed by Glitch. It's going to look seemingly unlikely here that it's that the attacking team, that Phoenix, can pull it back and put it away now. They still, however, have half the round, and they still do have that Selma and some other pieces of utility, some drones, so it's very possible at this point. As you can see now, they actually have somewhat control of supply here. They don't really have the utility to lock off supply. I think Shooter might be looking for a flank now as XY looks to stick off the plant. Dunk falls. Shawners, however, the one to get the kill. And XY does get the plant down now. However, going to have to deal with that flank there. But Shooter picked off very quickly now by the ace. It's up to just Shawners here in a post plant. Needs to be mindful. I think XY has Emox wall open, so he could very well deny this plant. At the very least, put some pressure really on Shawners, who's now going to heal up here, preparing himself for this final gunfight, possibly. He's going to actually swing across into blue, looking for this kill now. And XY picks him off, gets the map win here for the attacking team, for Team Phoenix here on Oregon, 7-5. 17, 8, 9, 11, 8, 10, 4, 10, 6, 11, 11, 7, 12, 9, 13, 8, 6, 10, 8, 10. Map 2 will be border, with Team Phoenix defending once more.
Yo, GG first game, boys.
Second message.
Spam messages during game.
Yeah, could y'all not spam messages in game?
You
That's
spam.
kind of
No one's
scummy.
You did,
Just
Hero
trusting
Dub. You did.
Who?
Hero spammed messages.
Bro, like, what do you mean?
I sent
You
2. That's not a spam.
During
Spam is when I
gunfight.
Spam is when I send
They
it
were all
repeatedly.
on my screen, all over. Don't do it.
Dude,
no.
it takes
kinda
up a
scummy.
it doesn't even
Bro.
take up a quarter
No,
of your
it
screen.
turns out
does.
you're good, bro. I'm just laughing at the fact that you threw that freak C4 and it worked. Like you literally stuck it on the door frame,
That's cargo
blew
started.
myself up, and then almost blew up yourself.
Oh, let's get
That was
it.
Well,
bad.
good luck.
Alright, on to this second map, onto border, where we will see SLG again attack. In the first map, they lost, mind you, in a close match, 7-5. We'll have to see if they, however, can bring it back here, if they can get a second map win and enforce this onto Cafe, where they would actually start on defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now, Border is a map that relatively recently was reworked. It used to be very attacker favored. I mean, it changes such as this becoming a hard floor. It changes to how this area, how armory is arranged, as well as to an extent to how this entire section, archives, fountain, and offices, is set up. You know, those sort of changes have made this this site in particular better, and have made this map more balanced. It's still quite a similar map to before, though.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers have recovered recovered their
Now, looking at the bans very quickly, a fuse ban, very strange, because neither of these teams have used fuse. The only time you ever really see him is on a site such as Vents, possibly, where vertical play is key. This is a vertical map, you know, that's why there's a buck in play, as Glitch takes down XY early on. That Thunderbird being off the board is going to certainly...
A bomb has been located.
My apologies, certainly going to harm their prospects for the time being. And so I just don't see a real need to get back on the topic of bans. I don't see the real need for them to ban fuse. As you can see now, Glitch going to get a double kill here. Nomad continuing to really dissect the defense here. And I don't know what's going on with this defense of Phoenix. They seem in a bit of disarray here. We're going to get one tank, and Glitch, however, going to respond with 2 kills of their own. It's up to just Hero here. The only player with a kill at this point for his team to pretty much ace in order to win this round for his team. And Shooter just quickly closes it out. And this is not a great opening for Team Phoenix. Alright. Not the best opening there for Hero and the rest of Team Phoenix, as they were just in complete disarray, taking an early opening death, and then unable to really get any control, unable to stop the pace of
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
SLG, and truly just flattened in that first round. We'll have to see if they can recover, if they can adapt in the second round. Some very clear changes have occurred. For example, they're bringing the castle now. I don't know what for. You kind of have to know what you're doing with castle in order for him to be a valuable pick. The other difference, pretty obviously, is a different site. They're now playing... Vents and Workshop, which is a site that demands some sort of vertical presence, which is partially why bringing this castle, you know, you'll usually see some sort of vertical extension with castle on the site, and that seems to be their MO here. We'll have to see if that's how they execute that, truthfully. If you're gonna bring castle, though, you kind of have to, you know, use the castle barricades. It's, you know, it's kind of his utility. You know, clearly Phoenix understands what they should be doing here. This is like I said, this is a site that's oriented around vertical play. Because if you lose vertical, you can very quickly lose vents. It's just so hard to... It's very hard to have somebody anchoring there, and it's hard to hold, you know, with angles from Workshop and from server, which is this other half. And as simple as down. And almost out, I believe they got him off of this sort of West Main side. Swinging out now is, I believe that's actually the Thunderbird of Hero. Don't know why he did that. Pretty risky, and for what? Shooter gonna get a frag kill now as he takes down Dunk. The castle, alas, falls. And they're wasting some time here, you know, they're slowing down this attack. A Nitro goes out, but gets nothing but air. As Shawners falls, that primary vertical player taken down now. So why are my comments suddenly blowing up? I should check this. They're not. I tricked myself. Glitch gonna look for the plant now, and again, nobody vertical. That's a big problem here. Glitch is down. Tank is down. But he got the plant down. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. Shooter takes down XY. Hero actually able to pick off Hyper, but Now, Cam able to pick off Glitch, and Hero actually trading himself out, I believe, with Shooter and Tank. Except that just Shooter and Cam. Low time needs to get the diffuse. Pardon me, I'm stumbling over my own words at this point. Down, Shooter realizing it, and now push forward, trying to just waste some time here. Swings across, gets off the diffuse, and even if he hadn't won that, I don't think there would have been enough time for Cam to finish off the diffuse, but pushes in, gets the frag, gets the round, and to summarize that round, Phoenix lost vertical control. Dunk was the only person out there. There was nobody else accompanying him. Or if there was somebody accompanying him, they very quickly left afterwards. And like I said, if you lose vertical as a defender on that site, it is very hard to stop a team from getting a plant down in vents. Because it's hard to have an anchor in there because of how open it is. It's hard to get angles covering all of that. They can be used both ways. And then the only real other way to deny a plant is possibly from I believe it's west main entrance. So if you can just put an air jab or have somebody hold that hallway and then get vertical control, you're in a really good spot. And they didn't even have to really fight for it. Obviously, they did waste some utility, some time on it. But ultimately they didn't have to push in. They just moved, this sort of seemingly unstoppable force at this point. SLGs, they're going to continue to press.
10 seconds to go.
And obviously, I'm saying that quite early.
5 seconds to insertion.
But so far they have seemed just unstoppable, really.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers are located.
As I was saying, they're just going to continue to press forward, and they didn't even have to really fight for that vertical. They didn't have to get boots on the ground, really. Sure, they wasted some utility, some time on it. They didn't need to, however, they didn't need to throw players in there. And the other thing is that I don't feel like they really monitored the vertical. They just sort of, stopped it from being held and then left it alone. Dunk going out. I think he's trying to deny this wall frag. He's going to go out, clear out some of that utility. Dunk still, however, has one left. He's going to put it down now. Does stop one of them, unable to stop the other one, it appears. No, the second one went onto the wall. 4-on-5 now. Symbol will pick off Tank. Got a second kill here, actually, onto Hyper. He's just going to continue to hold on the line, however. Unfortunately, Frame traded out now. Going to get a shotgun player, I believe. Across the hall. Dunk will pick off Shooter. And it seems as though finally some signs of life here from the defending team, from Team Phoenix. Strangely enough, a very restless roam now, as Dunk will take down another one that's actually Shauner's to fall. That's the last one left, banged up. And just quite confirmed kill courtesy of the Thunderbird of Hero. And that's a round here, a great sign of life for Team Phoenix, for anybody rooting for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Back!
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
I'm changing maps! Deploy! Aircraft in place!
5-on-4 here. Hero, my apologies. I'm out here just zoning out. It does take down Glitch. That's going to be a pretty big kill. That's a lot of active utility, and okay, I don't know what to say. That was honestly embarrassing, dude. That was honestly really sad. And there's nobody vertical now. A Nitro goes out, doesn't hit anything when on anyone. Now trying to impact them? I don't understand. Why are you running impacts on Thunderbird? Most of the time you're gonna want to run C4 on her. Unless you're trying to like impact her, because then we're gonna take a bit of damage, actually able to save himself from anything further courtesy of a well-placed Kona station. Dunk lower now, downed actually. So that'll be Shooter confirming the frag. I believe no, actually a headshot onto Simple. Cam will get one here. Tank, Shooter the last two left for their team. Trying to edge it out here as XY will make it even harder for them to pin this round away and actually further their advantage here. As you can see, Shooter just tries to drop the hatch and very unaware as the bandit of Dunkoa closes out the round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have located a bomb.
Impact out!
Kona deployed.
ATS active in this sector. Bomb secured!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Full reinforcement complete!
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Penultimate round of this first half, and I think now eyeing a side sweep actually is, again, Team Phoenix looking to now actually eke out an advantage. My apologies. I'm getting sleepy. here, and not their fault. It's just late, and I get 4 hours of sleep a day. Something like that. Tank will get a frag though. Trying to continue the momentum in his favor here. Duncan will take one down. Will actually be taken down. Not out just yet, but certainly at risk now of being further put in a man down situation. They've already lost Cam, so really not a great spot. As Tank will TK shooter. Okay, that's the top frag by a wide margin. Taking out 4 of them. XY will get a frag here. I don't know what exactly to say. This has been an embarrassment of a game for both teams, really. Like, I do not understand how you let this happen. I think he's trying to shoot through the wall, maybe. Potential run out from somebody. Might have been XY. To be wrong here. Fletcher will get 1. As he'll try and further the advantage. He does pick off, I believe, Hero. Brings it back to even, but still not the best situation for them to be in. You can see Hyper going to make his way onto the objective. It appears trying to sneak his way in. Simple, however, shuts him down. Shawners will get 1 onto XY up to just Dunko 1. Simple trying to just run away at this point. With about 30 seconds left, I think Dunko just trying to secure everything at this point. As Shawners approaches now. He does not have the diffuser. He's down a man, so he's going to have to really push in and make his presence known. Already sort of alerting Dunko there. He's going to inch his way forward. Almost got a stim, I think, as him and Symbol will be sitting basically on top of each other here. Sean is going to need to push in now. Spots 1, trying to get the other one. Dunko with low health now. He's going to actually run off, it appears. I think Sean is chasing after him, trying to get this frag. Low time does jump up and finishes him off, and wow, that was something else. Honestly, if you hear him running away, I don't get why you don't just take the diffuser that's right in front of you and go for a plant. The other thing is, like, why run away and then prone there where you can't do anything to fight back? Why not go get a stim? Is there no Kona station left near you? There is very clearly some issues here for Team Phoenix. In terms of how they are playing this map. This map is similar to Villa, which is similar to most maps, to be honest, in that if you don't know how to play the site, if you don't know how to set up and execute, you will be punished. And it's not even it's a general thing. It's that their setups are fine. That's not the issue. It's the execution, which is just terrible. Like, how do you lose a 4v2, 4v3, whichever one it was? It's not a situation that you should really be losing from, especially if it's a 4v2. You have a strongman advantage. You have the diffuser too. Why are you two sitting on top of each other with, 5 seconds left or whatever? You know that he's going to have to push you. You know that he's going to push you. Why are you just sitting right on top of one another? It doesn't make sense. They're using the right concepts. They're just not executing right, which is really backfiring against them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have located a bomb. 5 seconds to insertion.
Flash it out!
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Reloading! Cover me! Kona on standby. Aircraft ready to knock them out. Stop worrying about grenades now.
Now, as you can see, the final round of this first half. It's the last shot, really, for XY and the rest of Phoenix to really secure an advantage for themselves going into their own attacking half, which I think it would be very much preferable if they could get that. 4v5 now. Hero takes down one as a thermite charge by Shauner is actually tricked there. They're really trying to flush him out here, but hard to do that, as well as the fact that there's now no Thatcher. Some aggressive play from Cam does end up getting traded out, admittedly courtesy of Tank, who's traded by Simple. And now, again, a 2v4. The fuser's down, there's no thermite, and there's not a lot of utility left. You know, Shooter's already used both of his frags. Hyper still has, admittedly, those 2 Twitch drones left, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good if there's nothing to really take out, besides maybe some Kona stations and some other small gadgets. I think that was the Jaeger of Hero trying to take him out. Swinging now is Dunk. Why are you pushing him? It's a 3v1, for Christ's sake.
Let's fix that, shall we?
Okay, Hyper gets a quick double kill now. A Claymore will just pick off XY, didn't have to do anything.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
And closing out the round there for Team Phoenix, the Thunderbird. Obviously, that was a mess of a round. The well-executed, frankly, Bandit trick, the poorly timed Zoph stuns, letting the Bandit trick you like that. What else? Should say, a shotgun player able to get a very important kill onto your only hard breach from a soft wall across the hall, you know, in CC, which he did, mind you, the last time that they were on that site, the exact same thing. And then for Phoenix, how do you lose 2 players? How do you lose most of your remaining team because of runouts and claymores?
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Don't
bombs.
do that. If you're gonna do that, you're gonna just throw the round away. You're pissing your chances away. You're pissing an even split at half, which is what they just got, luckily. They put that at risk by having that aggressive flank. And what did it do? It's a 3v1, there's no point. I mean, sure, you're wasting a bit of time, but in exchange, is it really worth sacrificing 2 players, sacrificing half of your team? I would argue very much no.
Seconds left.
It's not worth it.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Shooter picked off quickly here by Hero. Checking the scoreboard at half. 5-7, 3-3, 3-3, 3. My apologies. 7-4, 4-4, 5-5, 4-4, 4-4. You're gonna get a second kill on a glitch, so both Glitch and Shooter have 1 additional death. and Hero has 2 additional kills since the start of the half. Cam gonna pick off Hyper now, as they're gonna continue to really put the pedal to the metal now. Sean are trying to make something happen, trying to slow their momentum, as Tank's gonna send out a smoke wave. Those two crossfiring really, as he's gonna now inch his way forward, swings across, gets one down, just not able to confirm the kill. That's embarrassing. Hey, Selma just took down your own teammate. It's a 2v1 now, as Shauna is going to get a third here on their single round. Dunkawa in a one-on-one trying to finish it off. Fortunately, letting a 4K happen. You had 2 players swing the same angle, back-to-back, in a 2v1. You let a smoke swing you and down your player. You got a TK because of a Selma. You had a 5v2 and you pissed it away. You threw that round. My apologies. You might end up throwing this match if you keep that up. This is just embarrassing. I mean, I'm talking to nobody, but I'm sharing my thoughts at this point.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Bomb located by attackers. 10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Now, I think for the first time here, actually I'm wrong. First time in a bit though, SLG is back in the lead, off of an embarrassment of a round for Phoenix. I think they're going to be trying to regain some dignity for themselves. Cam taking a bit of damage now. He's going to try and I don't know what's going on here. He's pushing in, just sort of like blitzing his way through. Nobody's above. I think if anybody was, there's somebody on the stairs though. He could end up being an issue. That's the bandit of Shawners. He has a seemingly rotate onto the objective. Hyper gonna set out a nitro. Stops Cam. Stops that primary. Protoclair. Admittedly, they do still have Dunkawa with breach charges. That's why will actually be down. Not out just yet, but not the best spot for him to be in. Shawners falls to the hands of Hero, continuing to be the real linchpin for any hopes of Team Phoenix. So I guess a double kill now, as they're going to be looking to set up crossfires both vertically and from this main lobby side. And now Shooter going to actually trade out XY. Simple will pick off his teammate, and Hero closes the round out here. Just trading for the past, actually since the start of the game, to an extent. These two teams have been trading rounds, and it goes on and on and on now as we reach 4-4.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
A medevac helicopter will be extracting injured person. Do not attempt to board the helicopter. ستقوم بروحية للإجلاء الطبي بإجلاء الأشخاص المصابين.
So now, I think just really going around the horn here is the defending team SLG going to be now going actually to Bathroom and Cellars, where we saw a ill-fated defense by Team Phoenix earlier. Have to see if this is any better here for SLG.
5 seconds left. Attackers expected is to locate a bomb.
Device activated.
Attackers located a bomb.
Now, this is, for many teams, a tertiary site for them. 4v5 simple pick-off, actually takes down Hyper there. Able to get rid of a fragging edge, really, for SLG, but as I was saying, for many teams this is their least favorite site, their least comfortable site, yet seems, despite, not being forced to, just after a real failure there on that vents site, Shawners takes down Camo. I said Camo. That would be a misnomer. So despite that, able to take him down. Able to seemingly get a man advantage. Dunk will fall now. Off of a TK again. Simple. Fragging out his own teammate. Hero will get 2 quick kills onto Tank as well as leave onto Glitch there. But really the loss of XY as well, not helping their prospects for now. As you can see, Shauner's shooter, the last 2 left, trying to close this round out. I think a Goyo charge going down now. And that main lobby side shooter will pick off 1, Simple will fall, and Hero in the hot seat, trying to make this happen. Let's see if he can do it, and the last shooter finishes off the round here for his team, gets them back in the lead, and seemingly continues the pattern.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
For your own safety, keep the area surrounding the medical tent clear for authorized personnel and those in need of medical attention.
We are protected.
لسلامتك الشخصية، حافظ على حدود المنطقة المحيطة بمنطقة الخدمة الطبية والأشخاص الذين يحتاجون إلى الرعاية الطبية.
Device deployed, ready to go. Kona deployed! Ready to go!
10 seconds left before insertion.
Device set. Think of the magnet as your lucky gun.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Device ready. Stop worrying about grenades now. Reloading!
bomb located by attackers.
Now, with a round advantage in favor of PLG, they're going to actually now go to arguably their strongest site after, I believe, an absolute failure last time from Team Phoenix. They're going to now try and recover here, try and get it back up and running on this go. See if they can make that happen. XYO takes down Shooter. Off to a good start. It seems Smoke may be forced out by Tank. Here, Hero will get another one, actually another kill from Cam, and in a 2v5, not checking his corners is going to lead to almost his death, courtesy of Hyper. Pretty much guarantee that he's out of the round at this point. Okay, Cam actually let up, courtesy of a Finka Surge, and Sybil will get the frag anyways. Sean is the last one left here. Trying to flank. I'm surprised that Cam survived. And Sybil closes out a very quick, flawless round here for the attacking team, for Team Phoenix, who will now go up here. Actually, pardon me, tie up here, 5-5. So, at 5-5, especially in the second half of a series, it's just an important round, in that the team that wins this next round has their first shot at match point. For Team Phoenix, it's their first shot at series point as well, and they have a guaranteed overtime for themselves, so they get to really,
Defenders, protect your
bring
bombs
us
from being defused by attackers.
as a match into the end game. It's very close though. The team that loses this round obviously has to fight against that and has to go into overtime in order to win, but it's only one round that they need to pull off. They only need to really just trade rounds, and that's been very common. As you can see, since the 5th round, these two teams have been just trading off rounds with each other. So that could very well happen here again.
10 seconds remaining.
Now, SLG is hoping for 10 to
5
charm.
seconds to go.
As you can see,
Attackers are moving out to locate
they
a
won
bomb.
it once and they lost it once. Both teams, you could say that. So it's going to be important to see how these two teams adapt, how SLG changes their setup, how they change their lineup, and just general strategy, and how that is approached by Team Phoenix.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Hyper, however, going to quickly take down Dunk as well as XY. 2 very big kills, a lot of utility wiped off the board. Cam will actually trade him out, but the damage has been done, frankly. He just got 2 massive kills off of some major unawareness. Lack of awareness, I think is a better way to put it. From them, Cam able to actually punish some oblivious activity from Sean. Ernest takes him down, brings it to a 3-on-3 here. Gonna now try and push Hero, trying to do some work, accompanied actually by Simple, as Cam, I believe, eyeing a flank now. He's gonna make his way up here, trying to make this happen. As you can see, now rotating around is Hero gonna push in, and those 3 of them, Hero, Simple, able to close this round out. And I don't know what exactly was going on with his model, but he was able to finish it off there. He was able to get the kill, get the round for his team.
Attackers need to locate
This guy's
and
a zero
defuse
shots per
bombs.
quarter, not even reinforcing 90 walls. Yeah, they're doing very basic stuff. If they're doing anything. I think they're just sort of improvising, frankly.
Ten seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb. Bomb located by attackers.
Reloading. Activating Silva.
4 on 5 hyper down by XY. Thunderbird again gonna fall here as Tank and people are glitching out really badly. Oh god, Tank does get a frag though. In spite of all the weird visual glitches going on, XY gonna look for a plant here. Don't know if the Nitro's gonna go out trying to stop him. Unable to, however, Tank gets a kill, but the plant is stuck. And now in a 3-on-2 actually, Dunk gonna get 2 quick kills, trying to get a third, potentially Crossfire. Now Nitro goes out, unable to get anything else though. XY up and out, courtesy of a finger search from him. Simple. Almost running into a line of sight of glitch there on construction stairs. Tank holding down the objective here. Symbol gets 1, XY gets the other, and that'll be the match. 7-5. Just a quick breakaway at the end. Wins the win for the attacking team, 14 Phoenix. 7-11, 10-9, 8-9, 6-11, 6-11, 15-7, 10-8, 11-7, 8-8, 6-8.